No. Great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, full house. We'll all get started in our comfortable seat. Uh, like in your hip or in the side more? Both. Both? Okay. Do what you can. Be careful. Go ahead and start to find your sit bones, coming to your comfortable seat. And then once you feel those bones, start to sit up tall, getting your shoulders over your hips. And then start to draw your belly button in, let your spine lengthen, reaching the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Let your hands relax on your waist. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them in, and then let them come back down. Inhale, tense up your shoulders, squeeze them in. Exhale, let them come back down. One more time. Inhale, squeeze them up, and then exhale, let them come back down. Let everything go. And start to notice how your breath feels breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next inhale, reach your arms out to the side, all the way up overhead, big stretch. And then take your right hand and stretch a little bit. And then take your left hand and stretch. And right and left, side to side. And then when you're ready, let your right hand come down to the mat. Reach your left fingertips up. Exhale, bend over to the right. As you breathe in and out, let your body move up and down, whatever movement might feel good for you. Maybe a little in and out, maybe a little back and forth. And then come back up through center. Let your left hand come down, reach your right arm up, and exhale, bend over to the left. And again, breathe in and out. Let your torso rise and fall. And if it feels good, maybe you take a little bit of movement, you roll your shoulders. And then come back up to center, reach both arms up. We're going to twist to the right. We're going to rain both hands down. And then see if you can slowly walk your hands away. It's early in class, but later in the day. So you might have a little bit more movement here, a little bit more space. Think about pressing your left hip down, feeling that deep stretch through your left hip and the outside edge. And then from here, we're going to walk to the center. Again, walking your fingers out, maybe letting your elbows get heavy. Bring your chin to your chest. Let the back of your neck relax. And breathe here. And then slowly roll up through center. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Twist to the left. Let your hands come down and then slowly walk them out. Breathing here, trying to get your nose towards your knee. And then walk towards center. Maybe you can go a little bit further away this time. Walk your fingers like they're little spiders. And then slowly walk yourself back up to seated. We're going to make our way into our tabletop. So lining your hands up under your shoulders. Knees up under your hips. Turn your fingertips to the outer edge of your mat and gently sway side to side. And then turn one or both hands towards your knees and rock back and forth. My wrists and forearms are really tight today. And then slowly return them to the front. Some cat-cow, drop your belly, open your heart, big inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Come back to center. Stretch your right leg behind you. Rock back and forth over your right foot. So we're going to lift our right leg up straight behind us, and we're going to draw our right knee in towards our nose. Reach our right leg straight back, keeping it at hip height. Yeah, nice. Knee to nose. Straight back, knee to nose. Now this time when your leg is straight back, hold it there and then bend your foot up to the ceiling and stretch your leg back out. Bend your foot up to the ceiling, stretch your leg back out, bend up to the ceiling and stretch your leg back out. Hold your leg here. And now walk your left hand forward, reach your left arm up and away from you and see if you can balance here. Feel like you're pulling your toes and your fingers away from each other. Press your left shin bone into the mat. Press your right thumb and pinky into the mat, and then feel your torso lift up and away. Nice. And then return your hand, return your knee. Wag your tail. So move your hips side to side. Shake out your wrists if you need to. And then we'll move on to the other side. So reach your left foot back behind you this time and rock back and forth over your foot. And then we'll float our left leg up so it's at hip height. Draw the left knee in towards the chest and then stretch it back out behind you. Draw the left knee in and then stretch it back out. Draw it in, stretch it back out. Hold it here. Bend your knee so your foot goes nice to the ceiling. Like you're kicking. Kick. Like you're kicking your butt. One more time. And then extend your leg out behind you. Walk your right fingertips out in front of you and then slowly start to float your right arm up. Holding here, turn your left hip down. Lift your belly button up. Reach away from your center. And then return your right hand, return your left knee. Go ahead and shake it out side to side again if that feels good. We're going to make our way into our downward facing dog. So move your hands a little bit forward. Curl your toes underneath you. Let your hips sink back and then start to hover your knees up. Slowly lifting your bum up to the ceiling as you straighten your legs. So your back is straight. You're pressing the mat away from you. Bring your head in between your arms. Forearms, upper arms, rotating out. Hold here in your down dog. Now we're going to pull ourselves forward into a high plank. We're going to stop when our shoulders are over the wrists. So if you're not all the way there, you might need to walk your legs back because we don't want our shoulders over our wrists. So now that we're in this plank position, we're going to drop our knees down. We're going to shift our hips back, curl our toes under and peel back up into a downward facing dog without picking our feet up. So here we go again, pull forward to plank. Drop your knees, shift your hips back towards your heel, and then bring yourself back up into your downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. So pull forward, drop your knees, press your hips back, and then peel up into your downward facing dog. So nice. From this down dog, we're gonna float our right leg up behind us. Draw the right knee into the chest, hover here, extend your right leg back up behind you. Draw the right knee into the chest, right leg back up behind you, and then draw the right knee in and slide the right foot up between your hands. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Reach your arms out and come all the way up into your crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers, and then press your palms up. Feel a big stretch through your side body. If you get wobbly, press down through your front foot, press down through your shin, lengthen your tailbone. And then float your fingertips down, curl your toes under, step back to downward facing dog. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee to your chest. Float your left leg up behind you. Left knee to chest. Float your left leg up behind you. Left knee to chest. And then slide your left foot up between your hands. Lower your right knee. Reach your arms out in front all the way up. Hold here. Interlace your hands, maybe the weird thumb on top. Rotate your palms up to the ceiling. Breathe here. One side may be more wobbly or less wobbly. And then float your hands down, step back into your downward facing dog. Hold here. All right, float your right leg up behind you. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. Reach it back up. Right knee to left elbow. Reach it up. Right knee to left elbow. Reach it up. And this time, step your right foot up in between your hands. Lower your left knee, reach your arms out and up. And press the air down out to either side, finding your balance, stretching your arms out. Think about lengthening your tailbone, drawing your belly button up and in, drop your shoulders. Nice. Reach those arms back up. Exhale down, step back to down dog. Creating some heat here. Float your left leg up behind you, left knee to right elbow. Left leg up behind you, left knee to right elbow. Left leg up behind you, left knee to right elbow. Left leg up. And then draw the left knee in. Slide your left foot up between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms out and up. And then press out to the side. Hold here. Think about your right hip reaching forward as you pull your left hip back. Nice. Press down. And now reach up. Exhale your hands back down. Curl your toes. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. This time, bring your right knee to your right tricep and back up behind you. Right knee to the outer edge of your right elbow or tricep, back up behind you. Right knee to elbow or tricep, back up behind you. And now draw the right knee into your center, slide the right foot up, lower your left knee down, reach your arms out and up. Open your arms into a T. Lift up, and on your exhale, twist towards your front leg. So towards the right, towards the doors. Nice, there you go. Like you're holding a broomstick. Gorgeous. Little wobbly press down. And now cartwheel your arms back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Float your left leg up behind you. Left knee to left elbow. Reach your left leg back up. Left knee to left elbow. Reach your leg back up. Left knee to left elbow. Reach your leg back up. Left knee all the way through the center. Lower your right knee down. Reach your arms up. Open into a T. Lift up through your spine, and on your exhale, twist to the left, to the windows, towards your front leg. Press down through that back shin. One more breath here, and now cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your down dog out. Stretch through the backs of your calves. Now, as you make these big knee bends, slowly start to move your feet closer to your hands. So we're rolling through the bottoms of our feet, coming all the way back up, walking our feet towards our hands, coming into a forward fold. Hang heavy. Reach for opposite elbows, and then gently rock side to side. Let go and start to roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Lift your belly button up to your spine. Letting your hands be heavy. Coming all the way up, 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 up. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up to the ceiling. Stand up nice and tall. And on your exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale back up to center. Let your arms come all the way down by your side. Roll your shoulders out 3 times, and then in the other direction 3 times. Ooh, crackling and popping going on. All right, inhale our arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your right foot back, open your heart forward, and then slide your left foot back, plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Come back up through tabletop, curling your toes under, slowly peeling your hips up, and breathe here. One more breath. And then step your right foot forward, come up onto your fingertips, shine your heart forward. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, your arms down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back. Come up onto your fingertips, open your heart forward. Plant your hands, slide your right foot back to plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, chest, chin. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. And breathe here. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Open your heart forward. Bring your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way out and up. Exhale, your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your right foot back, open your heart, low lunge. Plant your hands, slide your left foot back, plank. Knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Step your right foot forward. Come up onto your fingertips, shining your heart forward. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, your hands down by your side. One more warm-up flow. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, slide your left foot back. Open your heart forward in your low lunge. Plant your hands, slide your right foot back to plank. Your choice, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Step your left foot forward, open your heart. Step your right foot forward, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, down by your side. So before we move into our flow, let's do a little bit of balancing. So if you want to get near a wall or a chair, go ahead and take a moment to do that. So we're going to start by shifting the weight into our right foot. Start to lift your left heel up off the ground. And then come up onto your left big toe. Lift your left heel up. See if you can get it up to hip height. And then if you're ready, bring your left foot into the inside of your right thigh or your right calf. If you're holding on to something, that's great. But see if you can bring the other arm up. If you're not holding on to something, see if you can bring both arms up. And now when you're in this pose, I want you to think about opening your left leg out a little bit more. So think about opening through your hips. And you're going to do that by squeezing your right glute, pressing your left foot into your leg a little bit harder. And then you should feel this spread through your rib cage. Take one more breath and come out, fall out, drop out, whatever feels good. So the balancing is really important for all of us. It helps build our core muscles, but it also is just going to help in our general moving around the world in life. All right, switch your weight to your right foot. Yeah, I was trying to be nice with that one. Getting older. Lift your right heel, come up onto your right toe, lift your right knee up. It's top of mind right now, Anna. I have a big birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. Bring your foot to the inside of your left leg. Press that leg in. If you're holding on, bring one arm up. Bring the other arm up. Stand up nice and tall. So again, think about this opening through your front. Your standing leg is pressing down. Your bent leg is pressing in, and they're pressing against each other to help you lengthen that tailbone. I know there's so much going on. All right, come all the way out. Let's come to the front of our mats. Take a moment to get there. Realign. Come back into where you were. All right, so our feet are going to be hip distance apart. We're going to start in our chair pose. Sit back, coming into chair. All right, interlace your fingers, pointer finger out. We are going to Hold on, let me just walk through this for a second. We're gonna bring our fingers over to the right, like we're pointing off the top right corner of the mat. And then from here, we're gonna start to bend our elbows and bring our left elbow to the outer edge of our right thigh. Now notice if your knees did like some really wonky stuff, and see if you can get them back in line by pulling your hips back, your left hip back in line with your right hip. And now see if you can turn and look over your right shoulder just a tiny, tiny little bit. All right, shift your weight into your right foot and slide your left foot back behind you. So you're coming into a twisted low lunge. Put your hands down if you need to like regroup. You got it. Nice. Hold here. All right, so that was a lot of balancing, but we're not trying to do this fast. We're gonna go into a high lunge. So reach your arms up, look straight forward. High lunge. Straighten the arms, pull your elbows down, straighten the leg, pull your elbows down, and then come back into your high lunge. Straighten and back into your high lunge and straighten and high lunge. Great. So from here, we're gonna open into warrior two. I'm gonna just switch sides because I don't want my back to you all. So we're in our warrior two. Sit here. Think about your fingertips reaching away from each other, nice and long. Good job. And now turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through to side angle. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. And then reach your left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Breathe here, drop your right hip. And now your left hand is gonna come down to the mat and your right arm is gonna reach up. We're just twisting all around the place tonight. Right arm reaches up. And then from here, we're gonna come onto the outer edge of our left foot. So either a supported side plank or a full side plank. And then bring your right hand down, coming into full plank. Lower your knees, chest, chin, or a full vinyasa. Baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here in your down dog. Look forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet back up to meet your hands. Sit back into your chair pose. And then stand all the way up, arms by your side. All right. So there's a lot of moving around. We're going nice and slow. Put your hands, feet, whatever down whenever you need to. All right, so back at the front. Sit back down into your chair pose. Interlace your fingers, point your pointer fingers. Slice over to the left. And then bring your left elbow to the outer edge, your right elbow, sorry, to the outer edge of your left thigh. Stay here. You're gonna lift up your right heel and slide or shift it back, coming into a twisted lunge. Pressing your right toes into the mat. And now we're gonna come into a high lunge, facing the front of your mat. Straighten that front leg, pull your elbows down. Reach back up. Straighten the leg. Reach back up. Straighten. And reach, hold here. Open into your warrior two. Reach your fingertips away from each other. Gaze over your left fingers. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through to side angle, reaching your right arm up to the ceiling. And now reach your right arm over towards the top of your head. And now the right hand comes down to the inside of the left foot, and you can continue to, oh no, and then reach the left arm up. I almost skipped something. Reaching the left arm up. Now come onto the outer edge of your right foot, using your left leg to support you, or coming into a full side plank. And then come into full plank, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga, and we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Breathing slowly in your down dog, taking your time. And then gaze forward at your hands and slowly walk up towards your feet. Inhale, back into chair. And then stand all the way up. Nice. All right, sit back, coming into your chair pose. Interlace your fingers. Slice to the right. Bring your right elbow to your left elbow to the outer edge of your right thigh, coming into your chair twist. From here, maybe you want to practice opening your arms, deepening your twist. Nice. Bring your hands back together before you start to slide your left leg back. And then come into your high lunge. Reach your arms up for your high lunge. Take a breath and open into your warrior two. From this warrior two, we're going to straighten our right leg, tap our arms overhead. Exhale, melt back into this warrior two. Lengthen up. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen up. Exhale, melt back down and hold here. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. And then come all the way through to side angle. So this time, maybe you want to try bringing your hand down to the floor, seeing if you can get a little bit deeper. And as you bring your left arm overhead all the way down, we're going to rotate and twist, coming into that revolved side lunge. Now our right arm is up and our left hand is pressing down. From here, you can come into a full plank or a supported plank, or maybe your feet are shuffled for your side plank. And then come into full plank. Lower your knees, chest, chin. Coming into upward facing dog or baby cobra. And downward facing dog. Breathe here. Gaze forward at your hands and walk your feet forward, sitting your hips back into chair, and then standing all the way up, arms down by your side. Beautiful. All right, sit back into your chair pose. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer fingers. Slice to the left. And then use that slice to help you twist a little bit deeper, bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left leg. As you look up over your left shoulder, maybe you experiment with opening your wings. Bringing your hands back together before you shift the weight into your left foot and slide your right leg back behind you. Slowly. Slowly unwind, coming into your high lunge. And then open into your warrior two. Up and melt. Did I miss something? We'll do it. Up and turn your left palm up, exhale back. And then come all the way through. Forearm or arm down to the mat this time. Breathe here. And then as your right hand comes down, reach your left arm up, twisting here. Come on to the outer edge of your right foot, slide your left foot on top, coming into side plank or supported side plank, whatever variation is good. And then bring your hands back to plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Coming into baby cobra, and then downward facing dog. Breathe here. Walk your feet up towards your hands and sit back into your chair pose, standing all the way up, arms by your side. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Make sure we get it right. So arms by our side, sit down, interlace our fingers, slice to the left, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, twist. Open your arms up if that feels good. And if you really have a lot of space, maybe you can bring your top arm behind you. Yeah, nice. Twisting even deeper, so good for your digestion. All right, then bring your hands back together at heart center. Slide your right foot back behind you, coming into this low lunge twist. Step the leg back, take a million steps, take one big step, whatever works for you. Take one more breath here, and then we're gonna come into our high lunge. Reaching our arms up. This time, take a little bit of a back bend here, stretching through the front of your right hip before you open into your warrior two. I'm all turned around tonight. Sitting here in your warrior two, you're gonna turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. So this time we're gonna flow all the way to our side angle, and then back to our warrior two, peaceful, side angle. So good. I know it makes our legs burn. We're gonna do it one more time, and we'll end in this side angle. Again, you can slide your hand down in front of your foot. And again, maybe you take the half bind here, bringing your hand behind you, if that feels good. Unwind from this bind, plant your right hand down, twist up to the left, and then come into your side plank, stacking your left foot on top of your right, reaching up, and then come on into your full plank. Go through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, baby cobra, into your downward facing dog, and breathe. Whew. Go ahead and gaze forward at your hands and walk your feet up. Sit back into your chair pose and then stand all the way up. All right, we have one more side. See if we can get this. We can get this right. So sit back into our chair pose. I went that way before. No. So slice to the left. Yeah, slice to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Thank you. I don't know why I'm so backwards tonight. I'm all over the mat. All right, twist, twist, twist. Open your wings if that feels good. Take the half bind if that feels good. And then come back. Slide your right foot back. Come on up to high lunge. And then open into warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. And then come all the way through to side angle. Back to peaceful. And side angle. And back to peaceful. And side angle. Stay here. Maybe take your left hand down to the floor. Maybe bring your right hand behind you for the half bind. And then reach the right arm up, bring it into the inside of your right foot. Turn and twist and open to the left. Roll onto the outer edge of your bottom foot, come into side plank. Hold it here, and then come into full plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Gaze forward at your hands and walk your feet all the way up. Sit down in chair and then stand all the way up. Walk your feet so that they're hip distance a little bit wider, toes fall off the mat. Bring your hands to heart center and let's sit down into our squat. Coming all the way down into our squat, gently rocking side to side. And from here, we're going to plant our hands and come into our tabletop position. In tabletop, we're going to lift our bellies, curl our toes under, come into downward facing dog. We're going to move into pigeon. So float your right leg up behind you, bring your right knee to the back of your right wrist, slide your left leg back, and then slowly come all the way down onto your forearms, crown of the head, down to the mat, and relax. That was a lot. We got twisty and turny. Our inside should feel good. That was a really good digestive class, a lot of balancing, but now it's over. And we can come into this pose where we start to let our hips soften, let go of the tension in our face. And now start to come back up, nice and slow, making your way back into your downward facing dog. Again, shake it out, pedal it out. And float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee to your left wrist. Slide your right leg back. And slowly make your way down on this side into your pigeon pose. Let the forehead relax. Let your cheeks relax. Let your jaw relax. See if you can maybe walk your leg a little bit back further behind you. And then start to slowly come up. Come back into your down dog. Come down onto your knees into tabletop and slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your stomach. Reach your arms back behind you. Bring one cheek to the side and take a minute to pause here. So bring your forehead to your mat. You're going to reach your fingertips back to your toes. As you do that, it brings your chest up, and then slowly lift your legs straight up off. Breathing here. And now lower down, turn your other cheek. Nice, let your hips shake out. So this time you can keep your arms where they were, or if you're interested, interlace your hands behind your back. And then lift and reach up. And then slowly lift your legs up to meet them. So think about extending from the crown of your head. Your heart is opening. You're drawing your belly button in to protect your lower back. If you have pinching in your lower back, lower your legs down. One more breath here and then exhale everything out. Other cheek to the mat. Shake it out. So you can do either one of those options, or if you're ready, bend your knees, reach back for your feet or your ankles. Kick your feet into your arms and let that kick start to lift up. Lifting your chest. And once your chest is lifted, then maybe you can lift your thighs up off the mat. And breathe. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly release. Come all the way down. Other cheek on the mat. Shake your hips out if they need it. Slide your forearms in front of you, coming into a Sphinx pose. So now we did those back bends. We can do a supported back bend, pressing down into our forearms. And then start to slide your hips back, coming into a child's pose. Breathe here. Let your hips get heavy. Sphinx side to side. And then roll on up, make your way into your comfortable seat. Extending both legs out in front of you. Remove that flesh from behind you. Sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, fold forward. All right, we're gonna breathe. We're gonna roll up. Yes, we're gonna breathe. We're always gonna breathe. That's really important. Reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, find that pointer grip. And now we're gonna slice to the right. And breathe. Always breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And roll yourself up. Release your hands, reach your fingertips up. Interlace your fingers, maybe the opposite thumb on top. Release your pointer fingers, twist and slice to the left. And breathe. And then roll on up. Reach up to the ceiling, go forward center one more time, reaching out. Whew. Take one more breath here, and then slowly roll up. We're gonna slide our feet onto the mat, knees pointing up to the ceiling, reach our arms forward. Let's do our nice slow 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, looking good, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down on the mat. Draw your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg away from you. Take a breath here, and then on your exhale, bring your right knee over to the left, open your right arm out, coming into a big reclined twist. Look over your right shoulder and relax. Gently roll back onto your back. Hug both knees in. Extend your right leg out, hold your left shin, and then bring the left leg over to the right. Extend your left arm and breathe here. And then roll onto your back, bringing both knees in towards your armpits. If you like to work in happy baby, go ahead and reach for the outer edges of your feet or your big toes. And then lift the soles of your feet up to the ceiling. Maybe do a little side to side rocking. Anything that feels good. Anything that we didn't get to, go ahead and do that. Oof. Taking these last moments, and now get comfortable in your Shavasana. So extend one arm away from you, and then the other arm. Let your head gently rock side to side. Make a sound with your mouth so that you can relax your jaw. Let go of that space between your eyebrows. Maybe close your eyes. And move into some stillness. Slow your breath down. If you like tensing everything up, you can do that. And then exhale and release it all. Inhale, squeeze and tense everything. And then exhale, release it all. One more time, squeeze and tense. And exhale and release. More than welcome to stay in your Shavasana, but if you're ready to come out, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe let your arms and your legs rock a little bit side to side. And then reach your arms up overhead, taking a big stretch. And then roll onto one side. Pausing there, letting the blood switch from your back to your side. And then when you're ready, slowly press yourself up into your seated position. And then once you find that seat, you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath, all that life moving around inside of you. Acknowledge it, give thanks for it. Acknowledge yourself for taking this time to come to your practice, doing this special thing just for you. And I thank you and appreciate you for letting me lead you through your practice tonight. Namaste. Although I feel like we got lost a couple times.